How you guys doing? It's me, Nikki. Hey, got some good news, man. I bought my new kayak from Walmart, and this kayak was priced at 199 bucks, so I paid 212. I got the free shipping to ship to the store, which was kind of great, and this kayak was so awesome. So let me flip the camera and show it to y'all what it is. Here it is, boys and girls. Here's my new kayak that I brought. It's a Lifetime Tahoma Kayak. It's basically a recreational kayak. As you can see there, that's my kayak rack where it's a work in progress, but I have another one that's being worked on, so that's a stand-in. Eventually it's going to be a smaller one due to the weight issue. But as I said, this kayak is great. Right now they have it on sale at Walmart for 179 bucks. You can't beat the price on it, and it's great. One thing I did do, guys, that I've seen in a lot of other videos is here. I bought these foam practice golf balls, and these make great for scupper plugs for the kayak. One thing I'm gonna do over time is modify it and turn it into a fishing kayak, and it's great so far. So far, I like it, and it's awesome. I hadn't taken it out on the water yet because the season's over, but I brought it because the price was right, and it was at the right time. So, guys, if you're looking at buying a new kayak, now's a good time because they dropped the prices and they're getting rid of the old stock or the 2017 stock to make way for 2018. So now would be a good time if y'all want to get into kayak fishing, and this is a good way to do it. And one thing I've done, guys, is I've gotten these to add. These are if found stickers. If your kayak drifts away for some reason and you need to find a way, and people who find it need to get a hold of y'all, there's a good way to get them. I'm in the Coast Guard Auxiliary. I'm actually the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. If you need to get a hold of them, drop me a message and I will forward your contact to one of the local flotillas who will give you one of those. And if you're in Connecticut and you see me fishing and you need one, get a hold of me. I have them for you. You can put them on your canoes, your kayaks, your stand-up paddle boards. It's a way that if your kayak drifts and you go somewhere else, they have a way of getting a hold of the owner instead of being impounded at the Coast Guard station. So that's a valuable tool to have when you're out kayaking. Overall, I love this kayak. It's good. It fits what I need. I mean, I only use it to go fishing. You can see I have my drift sock from Cabela's. Drift socks are good. These are great for like as an alternative, like in lieu of sea anchors. You could see my tackle box, my basically my poles, which I gotta work on over the winter. You can see I have my tow line right there. So it's something I use when I want to tie up to the dock, or basically if I'm tired or something happens, I need to be towed back. It's great. Paracord, 550 pounds. Can't beat it. You know, I got my lures and all that stuff right there. Stuff that I want to work on. As far as what's inside here, guys, and excuse me for a moment. Excuse me. As far as you can see what's on the inside, here's the whole thing, what it looks like. As you can see. It's not as much, but what I'm going to do with this is put like a Velcro here where I can put like a tray where all my lures in, and then under here I'm going to work on putting a D-ring right here so I can attach all my dry bags to it. I wouldn't put stuff in there that that's going to get wet, but I would put a dry bag in here, and you can get dry bags like a couple of bucks at Ocean State Job Lot, which is good deal. I got like a set there, and they're great, you know. So overall, I do love this kayak. This kayak is going to be my work project for the next 4 months, because fishing season doesn't open up until the second week of April. So this gives me time to work on it, to mod it, to trick it out, get it ready for fishing season. And one thing I am going to look at doing, guys, is looking at doing an anchor trolley, which that way I can anchor it on either side. So that way I can stay stationary while I'm catching the fish. And I do love the fact that it's in a good color, you know. I mean, I wanted to get the Angler edition, but I could settle for this because I can modify, I can trick it into whatever I want. I could turn it into a mean fishing machine, which is what I really want. And what I'm going to do over the winter is find a seat for this, get a seat cushion for this, and maybe get a better seat for it. But so far, I got no complaints on it. It fits my needs, and it's basically what I'm gonna use to go fishing out in the spring and summer. I used to have an inflatable kayak, a Sea Eagle SE 330, but the problem was it developed a pinhole leak, and it was hard to repair. So I said, fuck it. I'm just gonna save my money, and when the price is right, got it. So overall, I love this kayak. This kayak is very great. And if y'all looking for a fishing kayak right now, now's a good time to buy it, because they're getting rid of their 2017 stock. And this one, when I got it on Walmart.com, it was $199. So it turned out to be $212. But now they dropped the price to $179. Folks, if you're looking for a kayak to trick out, modify it, and turn it into a fishing machine, this kayak is perfect. It's perfect to go fishing. It's perfect to go out in the lakes, rivers, ponds, you know, and essentially out in the bays, like catching fish. So this kayak is perfect, and as you can see, that's the name of the kayak I got, the Tahoma. And so far, it meets my needs. It meets my expectations. I'm just going to trick it out, modify it, turn it into a fishing kayak. Over time, I'll have like one heck of a fishing machine. This will give me good years of going out in the water. This will give me good years of catching many fish. I started kayak fishing with an inflatable kayak. I liked it, but the problem was once it developed that pinhole leak, forget it. But overall, this kayak fits my needs. This kayak fits what I want. And in fact, this is the kayak that's perfect to go fishing. And then you have your drainage right here, so which is kind of good. And then you have like a line here where you can stand up. I've heard in some videos people have stood up on this. I'm not gonna test it because it's too early for me. But as far as the paddles are okay. But I'm thinking I might get something a little more. You know, I'm thinking I might get something a little more better. But as far as for my old kayak, I just have to get a tube sealant. Once I get a tube sealant, I can repair that and use that as a backup kayak, or even as a spare one. Say if I want to bring somebody along to go kayaking for the day, you know. But overall, this kayak is great. I tell you what, guys, this is going to be my new fishing machine. This is going to be my new kayak that I'm going to go fishing, that I'm going to be able to catch a lot of fish. And in fact, I'm going to have a lot of good fish stories to tell. You know, this kayak's gonna give me good years. And I got it on a good deal at Walmart.com. I know other places would sell this for $400, but Walmart, you can't beat the price that they're offering right now. And overall, it's great. Up in the bow area where I got like some good bungees right here. I'm probably gonna add some stuff to it. So it's something that's gonna be added. Up in the bow, you have your carry handles here. And you have this here, which I'm probably gonna use my tow line right here. Oh wait, it's actually a drainage right here. Sorry about that. It's actually where you drain right here. So I'm probably gonna put a tow line right here, and this is where you drain. So actually, it's real good. And one thing I advise guys, if you guys decide to buy a Lifetime Tahoma Kayak, right here, you can see their Lifetime label, is that you buy these foam golf balls. They're very inexpensive. Walmart sells them for like almost like $2.79 for a bag. Get them, because these fit so well in the scupper holes. Because if I were to take one out, let me see if I can. See, if I were to take them out, you can get these put in to the scupper holes like this. You see, and I want to do this. Ugh, this is what happens when you do this by yourself and you don't have friends to help you. But that's not a problem. But in any case, this kayak's great, and I'd recommend it. And so far, it meets my expectations. There's a lot of stuff there that I'm going to be working on, be modifying, tricking it out, getting it ready for kayak fishing season. But that gives me 4 months to work on. So which means I have 4 months to get this kayak fishing ready. Like for example, I'm going to look at getting a kayak cart. So that way I can wheel it from the car to the ramp. And then I'm going to look at doing an anchor trolley, so that way I can fish stationary. And then at the same time, I'm going to look at a way of trying to find like a bucket where I can keep my catch. So that way when I go fishing, I have my fish like hauled in. So overall, this kayak meets my expectations. I love the Lifetime Tahoma Kayak. This is my first real kayak that I have, and yes, it's one of my fishing kayaks. And yes, I am going out fishing next year. But this gives me the winter to work on it. So it's going to be like a work in progress where I'm modifying it, tricking it out, getting stuff ready for it. And yes, guys, it is great. And one thing, guys, if you need these stickers, these if found stickers right here, give me a call, let me know, because I am in the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary, and these are a great way for you in case if you lose your kayak, and if they're found by the Coast Guard, they have a way of getting a hold of you guys. So anyway, guys, I'm going to run for now, and yeah, this is my brand new Lifetime Tahoma Kayak, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.